Good morning, everybody. This is Connor from Futures Analytica, bringing you guys another live futures trading session. Today, we are going to be trading ES as per usual. We're going to be starting the day out in trend mode here. We're going to be arming it in both directions. We don't necessarily have a clear reason to switch into regression when just looking at delta. Our other indicators, such as bouncing in between these lines, do suggest we should be inside of regression mode, but we want to wait for some delta confirmation before we make that switch. So we are just going to be starting out inside of trend mode at the moment. Sorry that we haven't streamed in a while. Had a small vacation there. Sometimes you just gotta take a load off. But now we're back and we're back into the swing of things. So here we are. Hopefully we can get some good trades. You can see volatility has not been bad. We've been getting a pretty good amount of movement over the past 30 minutes. So we'll see if we can get that to continue. See here, we just got filled into our first trade. It's a short trade. There we go. End up winning that trade pretty quickly. We are still inside of the zone. You can see we closed short there, or closed with a red bar with positive delta. And because of these other factors here, such as being inside of this extremely clumped up derived zone area, that's going to lead us to switch it into regression mode. Pretty solid start to the day here. Oh, sorry guys, let me pull up my executions there. You can see here we have our executions with timestamps and our price where we were filled at. And I'll move my chart trader around here to show you guys that this account is indeed real and it is not an overlay. May need to switch into trend mode if we actually get a full breakdown here with correlated delta. We're gonna wait one more bar here. But it looks like we got filled inside of regression mode into a short trade. Very interesting for regression mode to do that. There we go. Just got filled again into another trade after we won that single trade there. We're going to be switching into trend mode while we're inside of this trade, meaning our next trade will be taken via trend mode. Hey, Carrie, your question was, is it possible to add a min-max level to Polarity for low side volume? Would like to be able to set low side to 0 and high side to 0 for a triple stack setup. Could take advantage of orders lifted, rips, and flushes. It happened several times a day in the markets. Easy dollars if we could have that feature added. Minimum's already there, just need to be able to cap the low side. Thanks. Thank you, Carrie. I'll be reaching out to you more about this. I would love to implement this feature, and I'd like to know exactly what you're requesting so we can push that out in a manner that suits you. Unfortunately, that's going to be our first loss of the day, bringing us back down to $524. Hey there, thank you for your question, which was outside of this live stream, is there anywhere else to get support? Yes, absolutely. This is This live stream isn't really designed for support. We have two support outlets. The main one's going to be over email. We have a very fast response time on there. And then we have that chat on the website. The website chats, we're not going to be able to get into extreme technical things, but we will solve pretty simple issues that are somewhat common. That being said, our email is the best way to get your issues resolved if you're having them. Unfortunately, though, that's going to be our second loss of the day, bringing us down to $232. I think I may have switched into trend mode a little bit early there, especially with this zone forming here. But we just got filled short. We can see if we can win this one. Hits our automatic stop chase. There we go. Ended up winning that trade. Just got filled again into a short trade. Hopefully we can win this one too to bring us back to where we were before. Hey Ferhat, I am not using 15 range on ES. I'm using 750 tick. There we go. Ended up winning that one. Up to $1,000 now. We've crossed that nice number. It's always a good feeling crossing that number just because, you know, $1,000 a day is it's just a fun benchmark to have, even though it doesn't really work out that way. Because of course there's only 5 trading days in a week. So Hey W. Brian, I'd love to help you out. What are your conditions for switching between trend and regression? And did you train your model in incremental learning? Did you go into playback with it? I'd love to know more about your situation. Just got filled into a short position here. End up winning that trade up to 1,457. Also, guys, for the next update, which is coming out soon, this is going to be the actual stable release for the beta of machine learning. It's going to have separate models for trend and regression. This is going to be pretty big. Regression shares a model with trend currently, which can create some interesting situations where you're not necessarily getting the best trades in regression mode. You're going to have a trend mode bias, which is fine if you're trading only trend mode. But of course, we want the system to be as effective as possible for both me and you. So with that new model, then we'll have an ES and an NQ model available too for that. So it'll be 4 models total that will automatically switch between trend and regression. You can see there we got filled and we won that trade in a pretty consistent manner there. We are back up to this zone that's derived here. We're still keeping an eye on delta. We have very correlated delta, even though at 751 we did have that one divergence. NQ generally has much less correlated delta than ES for some reason. I think we're going to set our profit target higher than we usually do today. We started at 7:50, 7:45 today instead of 8 o'clock. Usually we start at 8 o'clock, so I'm just going to add whatever my profit is at 8 o'clock, and then we're going to try and add $5,000 on top of that to try and get there today. I think it's time for us to start pursuing a little bit bigger goals here, but yeah. We almost lost that trade there. It was very close to stopping out. At this point, I think we're going to switch it into regression mode. You can see we had a divergence at 752, and we had a divergence at 753, and we may be getting one again over here. There we go. Ended up winning that trade, actually. So we're at $2,274 now on the day. Delta is correlating slowly. Since from over here we've had correlated delta. So let's see here, we got filled short. We won that trade very quickly and immediately got filled into a second one. Just got filled again into a third one. This time a long trade. End up winning that one back to back. Oh man, here we're getting a lot of trades here at this point. We've won all of them in this small burst here. Hopefully we can continue that trend. There we go. Ended up winning that trade very quickly, up to $4,000 on the day, and it's not even 8 o'clock yet. Just got filled short here. End up winning that trade. Hey, Alan. If your latency is suffering, we still do have space for Sierra Link with the VPS. That's mostly going to help with entries, not necessarily with exits, except for your stop losses. However, I do think NinjaTrader has server-side stop losses, so this is mostly going to help with entries if you have Sierra. You can see there we won that trade. We're up to 5,000 on the day now. Just got filled short here. End up winning that trade up to $5,400 on the day. See, we're in a pretty consistent downtrend. However, it's quite choppy. These aren't bar-to-bar drops like we'd be expecting from a fast drop. So we're going to keep it in regression mode at this point. Hey, Bryant. If you like the settings I'm using, they're inside of the template that's included with purchase. It's the exact same setup, and it automatically imports into NinjaTrader. It's much easier than directly having to manually copy from the description. There we go. End up winning that trade up to $6,000 on the day now. Hey, Market, your question was, I use Polarity with funded accounts, but I intuitively feel the data feed isn't the best. Would you recommend we use IQ feed or some other feed as your preferred real-time connection in Ninja? You know, I've had a similar experience with Kinetic. I haven't found Kinetic to be to be the most consistent ever. IQ feed is great. It's somewhat expensive though. I'd say that if you can snag NinjaTrader's official data feed, which is the CQG, it's like $6 a month, and that has been the best data feed in my experience. Other than that, Kinetic is quite good. IQ feed and Kinetic, I think, are the same price, and I think they have the same provider as shows they come from the same IP address, where that's not the case for CQG, which is NinjaTrader's provider. So either Kinetic or IQ feed, those are both great options. Just got filled long here. End up winning that trade up to $6,700 on the day now. Just got filled long here. End up winning that with $7,100 on the day. Hey Alan, your question is if the Sierra VPS can handle on each tick or you'll still have to run on bar close. I'm not totally sure what this means, but with Polarity, we force the software to use tick by tick updates, even though you're supposed to use on bar close in NinjaTrader. So that doesn't actually have any effect on that. So whether or not you use on bar close or on each tick is not relevant. That does not increase the update frequency. The update frequency already is on each tick. It's not on bar close, even though that may be what NinjaTrader tells you. If it was on bar close, then you would not be able to get filled until a bar actually closed, which is obviously not the case. Just got filled long here. End up losing that trade there. It's going to be, I think, our fourth loss of the day. Just got filled long here. End up winning that one up to 7,697 on the day. Having a super solid day, first day back here. It's good to have our profit target be higher on the day here. Hey, TechFacts, your question was, is the live stream on YouTube a fully bought in NinjaTrader or semi-auto? So this is going to be semi-automated strategy. You have to rearm the strategy once it enters a trade, but once you've armed it, it will fully automatically take and manage your trades. If you want it to be full auto, you have to turn on the auto arm button down here, and it will automatically arm. Just got filled into a short position here, so hopefully we can end up winning this one. There we go, up to 8,100 on the day now. Sorry to answer the rest of your question. What time period works best? It's going to be in time periods of high volatility, but I would avoid trading during news. Trading during news can lead to somewhat unexpected results that may not correlate with market microstructure movements. And with what assets it works best with, I'd say it works best on Treasury futures, NQ futures, and ES futures. You can use it on other ones, but these are the ones that I've found it to be the most effective on. And if you're looking for a promo code to get the software, you can use code R9B. Code R9B is 25% off on the software. Hey Farhat, if you're looking for my settings, just download the template that's inside of the download link that you got when you purchased the software. If you import that, you'll automatically get filled with the exact same settings that I have set up initially on the chart. Of course, with machine learning, those settings are dynamic, and you need to have a model, which is also included in the Dropbox for NQ. And that will automatically optimize your settings. So they will not be static. See here, we're getting filled. I think I'm getting to $9,000 on the day. Had kind of a ridiculous trading day today. I think that we're probably going to call it there up to 9,000 because I think that we were at 4,000 when we reached 8 o'clock. But in the past 7 minutes, we've brought in $4,000 on the day. That's kind of ridiculous. But wow, okay. Hey, Rizgarich, your question was, where can I learn more about your high frequency trading? Check out the link in the description. It's called Watch this video for an explanation / tutorial on what strategy I'm trading. It's a YouTube video that's in the description. Check it out and it'll explain everything. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. We had a pretty stellar trading day. I'd say I'd chalk that up to the unusually high volatility that is on ES. Usually ES does not move like this at all. You can see we're getting a lot of bars opened, and it's quite nice. So compared to last week, I'd say this was a very, very, very solid day. This may have been my best day ever trading ES on live stream. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys later this week. I have some more content planned out here now that we're back into the swing of things.